Smash that like button for me, guys. I got some updates for you guys. We got NBA Youngboy. We got I'm sorry. What am I talking about? Remy Ma. And then we got Adrien Broner and 50 Cent. And then maybe I'll add a little bit of this. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell. Hit that subscribe button, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. You guys are awesome. And let's get right into it. I hope you had a positive day. Positive vibes. Okay, so NBA Youngboy's gonna have to spend a little bit of time in jail, but again, lucky guy, man. Okay, so this is how it's gonna work. So think about it. This guy is very lucky, okay, because he got 3 years probation for a drive-by, okay, and the judge gave him a second chance after being in jail for a little bit, put him on 3 years probation. During that time on 3 years probation, he got arrested at least 4 times, okay? Had multiple incidences happen where he was. Any other judge would have locked him up immediately. But she just kept like, okay, took away social media, took away this. This time he was involved in another incident in Miami. We all know what it is. And he went on social media, and that's what they're kind of like, okay, he's going to have to do 3 months in jail. He already did a month, so they're going to do 2 more months. Then he's going to be on house arrest, so he can't perform or anything for 14 months. And then he's free. He's done. If you ask me, that's a win. Most other judges, if it was Meek Mill's judge, he'd be back in jail for 3 years. They probably add time to him, you know? He's lucky. He's lucky to get this. Now, they're also lucky that they're not tying him to that other incident that happened where his associates are getting arrested for in Baton Rouge, right? I think it was in Baton Rouge, yeah. You know, because sometimes a slimy prosecutor or judge might try to tie you to that, even though just because you knew the people that were involved in that. We know the incident I'm talking about because he had a beef with that kid, you know? So luckily, he's not being tied to that, and they're going to let him out in 2 months, and he's going to be able to be home at least. Some people would have to be in jail for that whole time. So this kid gets a lot of luck. Now, Kodak Black, we do not know what's happening with him. I'm just tying that in here because I forgot to add the pictures. Kodak Black still locked up for that trying to buy a weapon when he was on probation and was a felon, right? So he lied on the records. But he did donate $50,000 to XXXTentacion's new son, which is very nice. So that's what's going on with that. This guy, NBA Youngboy, will be on a GPS monitor during his time of house arrest. The plea deal sentenced Gildens to 3 years probation, 10 year, and he voided with a suspended 10-year prison sentence. What does that mean? Okay, so on the conditions of probation, he's remained free to additional arrests and convictions. So anytime he messes up, he could do 10 years. I don't get this guy. Why doesn't he just why doesn't he just behave? Because think about it, man. The government, the prosecutors and them, they could violate him at any time. That's scary. Okay, let's get to the next thing. We got Remy Ma. For some reason, she's going ham today on Instagram. She said, yo, bees out here getting pregnant because y'all see celebrities doing it, but the gag is y'all broke. Nobody claiming that. No relation. Don't listen to your mother. She broke too. Thought I wouldn't see you in the thousands of views, huh? It's 5:30 a.m. Why are you up watching my Insta story, stalker? Don't you hate me? Weird flex. I got the screenshot. Who is she talking about? She must be talking about someone from the block or something. She got pregnant when she was broke too. Her first child, she didn't have any money. I don't know what Remy Ma is talking about or why she's popping off like that. She must just want to send a message to somebody without really calling them out by name. And obviously it's somebody from the block because she's talking about him being broke. We know she's not talking about Nicki or anybody like that. So, because Nicki's not broke. Weird flex. Weird flex, right? She put that too. I think she said that here. Oh, no, she said another one. But it's a weird flex for her. What is she talking about? Anyways. Then we got Adrien Broner. He refuses to pay 50 Cent by Monday. He said, at 50 Cent, I'm throwing another 20,000 tonight, and I ain't giving you ish on Monday. Because 50 Cent, Adrien Broner was pretending he needed to borrow some money from 50 Cent. 50 Cent responded and blocked him by saying, hey, you messed up the money. Until you start winning again, I'm not dealing with you anymore. Well, Adrien Broner's going to keep that going, but I don't think 50 Cent's going to respond to him anymore because he hasn't blocked anyway, so he can't see what he's doing. I'll get to that in a minute. The Young Buck diss. We're not going to talk about that in this one, but I will get. I want to listen to it a few more times. Yeah. Also, going back to NBA Youngboy, Yaya. What the? Okay, so NBA Youngboy's baby mother, Yaya, pulls up in court. So she is actually pregnant? So a judge just ordered an NBA Youngboy to serve 90 days in jail, but was given credit for time served. He roughly has 2 months' time remaining. Once released, he will be placed on house arrest. And Yaya was there. Isn't that Floyd Mayweather's the daughter? She's going to be babysitting Floyd Mayweather's grandbaby in about a year or so. She got to keep them siblings together now. Oh, gosh. It went down a generation for... I can't believe... Wow. Floyd Mayweather's like, damn. Then, what else we got here? Ice Cube says Friday film is still in the works. It's coming. And it's like Detox at this point. We don't know if it's ever going to come. Let's see. Kevin Hunter Jr. called his father a bee, sparking parking lot brawl or altercation. You got to be kidding, man. This is just random news at this point, guys. Anyways, let's get to some investing stuff. So again, I preached on the last video. Don't use your debit card anymore. Make sure you get a credit card with no annual fees. They exist, okay? And this is a reason why you want to have good credit and you want to sign up for Credit Karma and you want to sign up for Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion.com because on those, you can dispute the negative remarks on your credit. And that way your credit is up. To get American Express, your Experian credit needs to be great, okay? That's a fact, okay? So you got to make sure those are really good. And then you can get a no-fee credit card. So the only way you're going to pay extra is if you don't pay on time. So instead of using your debit card to buy gas and food, which you're going to do anyways, what I do is I put the app on my phone for the credit card. So if I go get a sandwich and it costs me $10, I buy it on the credit card, right? Then I pay off my credit card immediately. I send $10 to pay my credit card off. Immediately at the end of the night, all expenses, I just boom, pay them off and, direct deposit from my bank account or directly pay from my bank account because it doesn't make sense to use your debit card. You're not getting any cash back. You're not getting any credit for your purchases. Your score's not going up. You want to show that you can handle debt because when you show you can handle debt, banks look at that. They want to see that you can handle debt because eventually you're going to want to go in for a loan and everything. You want to start this stuff in your 20s because your credit history counts, how long you've had credit to it. There's so many things to it. And then when you have a credit card, they're going to give you a limit. So if you get a credit card with a limit of, say you get $5,000, you never want to spend over 25% of that limit. You always want to have it paid off. You never want to let 25% or over roll over because then you look like you're thirsty for credit card. This is why people have a lot of credit cards because you don't want to really utilize over 30% of the limit on that credit card because then it looks desperate to the credit bureaus for some reason and then they lower your credit score, so it's like a weird game that these credits plays. But never only use your debit card for get cash. Always use a credit card with no annual fee, and then cash back. You need cash back because then you get free money. At the end of the month, if you spend $4,000 or $2,000, buying things, your food, I think you can even make sure you don't pay all your bills with it because a lot of bill companies are hip to that, and they charge you a fee to use. That's why they charge you a fee to use your credit card as well. You know, not just because it costs them money to to do the transaction. They know that like you cash back, you know, it's not gonna work. But anyways, guys, that's just my tip right now. I'll have more tips later. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button. I'll check you guys in the next one.